Join me as I dive into the chilling world of the Smurl haunting and try to uncover if this real-life horror story is actually true. The Smurl haunting is a case that has left many of us with an unshakable sense of unease. It's a tale that has been passed down for decades, and yet it still sends shivers down our spines. So, what makes this haunting so unique, and why is it still relevant today? Many of us have heard the stories of the Smurl family, who claim to have experienced some of the most intense and disturbing paranormal activity in history. But as we delve deeper into the case, it's hard not to wonder, was it all just a hoax, or was something truly sinister at play? One of the biggest challenges when it comes to proving the existence of paranormal phenomena is separating fact from fiction. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and fear that comes with a good ghost story, but we have to remain skeptical and look at the evidence. The Smurl haunting is no exception. With so many contradictory accounts and unreliable testimony, it's no wonder that many have written off the case as a bunch of hooey. But what if I told you that there are some aspects of the Smurl haunting that defy explanation? That, despite the skepticism and doubts, there are some truly inexplicable events that have been documented and witnessed by multiple people. It's these anomalies that keep us up at night, wondering if maybe, just maybe, there's more to this story than we think. Of course, there are also those who claim that the Smurl family was seeking attention and that the whole thing was a cleverly constructed publicity stunt. And to be fair, there are some aspects of the case that do seem a bit too convenient, a bit too scripted. But is that enough to dismiss the entire thing as a hoax? As we dig deeper into the specifics of the Smurl family's experiences, we start to see a pattern of events that are both fascinating and terrifying. From the unexplained noises and movements to the physical attacks and possessions, the Smurls claim to have experienced it all. But what's truly remarkable is the sheer scale of the events and the number of people who were affected by them. One of the most compelling aspects of the Smurl haunting is the level of detail that the family provided. From the descriptions of the entities they saw to the exact dates and times of the events, the Smurls were adamant that they were telling the truth. And when we add in the testimony of the investigators who worked on the case, it's hard not to get caught up in the narrative. The Smurls also claim to have captured some truly remarkable evidence, including audio recordings and photographs that seem to show paranormal activity. Of course, as with any case like this, we have to be careful not to jump to conclusions, but some of the evidence is undeniably chilling. So what's the most shocking incident or evidence related to the Smurl haunting? For me, it's the alleged possession of Janet Smurl, which was witnessed by multiple people and captured on audio recordings. The idea that someone's body could be taken over by an external entity is a terrifying one, and it's something that has been debated by paranormal experts for years. In conclusion, the Smurl haunting is a case that raises more questions than it answers. While there are certainly some aspects that are easy to dismiss as hoaxes or misinterpretations, there are others that are far more difficult to explain. So what do you think? Do you believe that the Smurl haunting is real, or is it just a myth? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're interested in more content like this, be sure to check out my video on the Enfield poltergeist.